Hey YouTube, this is TJ Brightback with another video. This is the review on the Smiley, the chainsaw, after you've completed the Easter egg. I'll just be doing a voiceover of a bit of gameplay I had on it, of what I found was best to do. But I think it's an okay weapon, but we'll get down to that now. So first of all, we'll talk about the bad things about it first, and then we'll go into the good things. So first things first, it has an ammo count, and it's a melee weapon. It shouldn't have an ammo count. I think this is the biggest problem, is the fact that it does have an ammo count. I think it shouldn't. I think that's what lets the weapon down in a huge part. Apart from that though, that's about the only disadvantage. Actually no, there's another one. Another disadvantage is probably the fact that the only way of getting the weapon is by completing the Easter egg. So in order for you to use this in your game that you're currently playing, you need to have completed the Easter egg, which is really annoying, because for a weapon like this, I think once you've completed the Easter egg, you should be able just to pick it back up from the basement. But no, you can't. You have to do the Easter egg again to pick it back up. Now, there are lots and lots of good things about this thing. There's 2 fire modes, as you can see just then. You can shoot the blades and they'll explode eventually after you've hit the zombie. And it also ricochets. I didn't get any footage of the blade ricocheting, but apart from that, it's a pretty good weapon. Now, although it has an ammo count, the ammo count can be used really well if you use it in proportion. So get a train together, like you saw earlier in the video. It will absolutely melt a train. You can just hold L2 or whatever it is on the Xbox, and it'll just melt trains. I don't find this very good against the Sasquatch, but that's the whole point of having the bows at the end of the day. So next I'll talk about the ammo count. It has 36 in total, 35 reserve, 1 overall. Now, I think the whole point of the ammo count is just ridiculous. I don't understand why it has an ammo count. Maybe it's because it was super OP, but as you can see, it just melts the zombies. It's one-hit kill. I'm just mowing them all down really easily, nice and simple. But what you need to do is, when you rack up a huge train of the zombies, you will actually melt every single one of them with this saw. Now, if you use this along with 2 bows and you have a rewind grenade, it can actually be proved really good. Now, every round, at the end of a round, hopefully you don't use all the ammo on it, and what you can do is every 2 rounds, use your rewind grenade, get your ammo back, and go and pick up another one if you've done the rewind challenge. So I think that's a good part about the weapon. But here you are, you just see there, I've just gone straight into the train head on with a chainsaw, and it's just absolutely melted it. Now, I love the weapon itself. I think it's fantastic, but I don't like the idea that you can't get it unless you've done the Easter egg. Also, I don't like the idea that you can't upgrade it. I think that if it had some form of upgrade, that would be fantastic, purely and simply because you'd have an increased ammo count, probably an increased damage, and a better firing mode than the shooting the blades. So overall, if I was to review this weapon, I'd say it's good, but it's not worth the completing the Easter egg just for it, because there's bows, and the bows are just as good as it. However, it's a good laugh. I like picking it up every now and then, but there you go. This is the problem I have with it, is sometimes it will glitch out the game and make you almost go down, so just be careful with it. But apart from that, it's really strong against zombies. It can melt them. However, because it has an ammo count and you can't upgrade it and you have to complete the Easter egg, it has more drawbacks than positives. So I'm going to have to say that this weapon is okay. It's not amazing. It's not one of the best weapons you can ever get. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the first voiceover video I've ever done. So this is just a review on the Smiley. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, personally, I don't like the weapon, but it's okay. Like and subscribe if you're new, and show some support by commenting down below of what you think I can do to improve my videos, like how I can improve my thumbnails, how I can do better intros and all the rest of it. Cheers, guys.